All right, questions for Nick? Raise your hands. Dave Matter.
And Nick, for Devin to get that interception, what did you think of that moment, and how badly did you guys need a play like that?
Oh yeah, we needed to stop. They're down 7. They're kind of moving the ball methodically. We knew they had to take a shot eventually, trying to gain 20-plus yards. And Coach Gibbs had a great call. Everybody did their assignments and forced him to throw the ball in the middle of the field. He didn't get enough air underneath. We had somebody underneath and over the top. And so Devin trying to build confidence is huge for him. He's going to continue to play better, and I'm looking forward for a bright future he has.
Eric Blum.
Nick, as a leader on this team, can you describe what the last few weeks have been like, just the dwindling numbers thanks to injuries and COVID or whatever it may be?
It's just next man up mentality. You can't really dwell on the past, or if somebody hurts might not being out. They're not going to be there either way it goes. And so just come in every day, put your head down, going to work and trying to improve, giving us a chance to win football games on Saturdays. And so everybody in the locker room has the same mindset, and everybody's trying to work to improve and get a little bit better and help our team win.
Suuchi.
Hey, Nick, just wondering how different did their offense look once Luke Doty, the other quarterback, got in there and kind of made plays with his legs?
Oh, yeah. So 15 wasn't really much of a runner. Number 4 is more of a dual threat type of guy. And so they kind of put in a couple counter plays for him. He was able to escape the pocket if his first, second read wasn't there, unlike 15. And so that's just kind of sort of nuances they had. But other than that, the scheme was pretty much the same. We kind of got him out of the run early. Forced him to pass the ball a little bit more in the second half. And so credit to our D-line for that, and then our safeties and corners for manning up when it's their time to play.
Peter Baugh.
Yeah, Nick, Drink was just kind of complimenting you and Larry Roundtree for your leadership. What, I guess, when looking at Larry and the totality of his career, what has he just meant to this team over the past few years?
Grit, perseverance. Those 2 things that for me describes Larry Roundtree to a T. He's never going to get too down, dwell on laurels. He's always trying to come in every day, put in work, trying to improve himself so he can have a better performance on Saturdays for our team. And so Larry Roundtree's been huge. He's an older guy. He kind of took me underneath his wing when I first got here, showed me the ropes, showed me what it took to be successful in this conference. And I respect everything he brings to the table. I know he has a bright future ahead.
Mitchell 40.
Nick, you touched on this a little bit, but Kevin Harris, he'd been running the ball really well the past few games. What did you feel like you all were able to do to slow him down tonight?
Yeah, it was big for us to make him stop and restart and make him go lateral. Our D-line took up gaps up front. We leveraged the ball so he couldn't get to the edge. Most of his runs come from going off the edge of the defense for soft edges. And so we made a premium that we weren't going to allow him to do that, forcing him to bring the ball through the middle. We kind of wrapped up early, got a couple TFLs as well, kind of discouraged him from running the ball.
Kyle Pennell.
Yeah, Nick, obviously this is a team that scored for 2 last week. You had them at 10 this week. From what you can remember from the game, was there a play or 2 on the defensive end that stood out to you or that you thought you executed very well?
Just as a collective unit, I feel like we played great in the first half. There were, like I said, the running back had, I think, 5 touchdowns the week before. We kept them out the end zone all game. And so that was huge for us as our team, for our defense. Overall, I feel like we played a very good football. We had a couple plays I wish we could have back. But other than that, I'm proud of our performance.
Jack Sobel.
Nick, with Coach Gibbs having to step in as play caller this week, what are some things specifically that you think he did well?
Call good plays. Other than that, he just gave us calls, put in a position to make plays. He was aggressive early. We got out the quarterback. He had a couple of nuances in the things he called, and so that kind of helped us out throughout the game as well. And so Coach Gibbs is a hell of a coach. He's hot on bringing pressure, forcing negative plays, and we're able to do that today.
Max Baker.
Yeah, Nick, I guess you've known Ryan was going to be out for a while now, but did you feel or did you take on any added, responsibility as a leader on this defense? And, how did you show that these last couple of weeks?
I didn't really do anything different. I just making sure I communicate with Coach Gibbs, trying to figure out certain formations, what he wants to call, like third down, or we in the red zone, or even if they go for it on fourth down, just kind of understanding his mindset and what he wants to do and what he thinks the offense is going to do in certain situations. That's probably the biggest thing. But other than that, just executing his calls. Everybody's executing his calls whenever they give opportunity and making the plays when they get the opportunity. Everything we did that for the majority of the game that helped us be successful.
Last one for Nick is going to be from Bennett Durando.
Hey, Nick, you and Devin, as you mentioned, got into the backfield a few times. Martez Manuel is sort of a box safety who was able to get into the backfield. With defensive line being one of the position groups that was pretty depleted this week, did you guys feel like it was extra important that linebackers, box safeties were able to make an impact behind the line of scrimmage?
Oh, yeah. Whenever you have somebody out, everybody has to up the level of play. D-line still did a hell of a job throughout the game. If they forced them to double team, linebackers were free, scraping over the top. And so throughout the game, D-line did a hell of a job. Martez played good for us, and also Devin. And we just made the plays that came to us. Like I said, there's a couple plays out there I wish we could have had back for TFLs or big splash plays. But other than that, I feel like we played pretty good.
Nick, congratulations. Go see your family. Connor, you're up.